everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have with me an amazing person for today's interview. Her name is Pallavi, and she is a life coach and a life coaching trainer. She's doing amazing things over the last couple of years. She's done so well for herself. And today, she's taken out the time from her busy schedule to share her journey, her experience with all of you, so that if this seems like an area of interest, you could consider getting started as well. So, first of all, a very, very warm welcome, Pallavi. I'm so happy that you decided to join us for this session today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure for me, you know, meeting you, being in touch with HPA. It's been 4 years for me. Of course, I have done, my course, I've done the learning part, but I've still not quit, the community. I'm still renewing every year just to be around, the positive vibe, the side hustle energy, and all of that. So thank you. It's a pleasure for me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. And I'm glad that, people like you choose to remain in the community because, seeing people like you is always exciting for our new students, beginners who come and join us when they see people like you who've been with us for a while. I think that really motivates them and it excites them to, look forward to achieving that kind of success for themselves also. Awesome. Pallavi, so for our viewers who don't know a lot about you, it would be awesome if you could give us a quick introduction.
Surely. So, hi, my name is Pallavi Chatterjee. I'm a life coach and a life coaching trainer. So far, I have helped thousands of working women find their best suitable passion and side hustle and do the career transitioning by monetizing on passion. So this is essentially what I do. I'm a certified life coach, so I do it through a lot of scientifically based tools and techniques. So that's essentially what I do.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Pallavi, one thing that a lot of people are very curious to know is who is a life coach and what does this career even entail? So if you could tell us a little bit about that, that would be awesome.
Surely. So, life coaches are people who help others overcome any kind of challenges or get their desires fulfilled faster. So, you can expect to save a couple of years, you know, in getting your big, audacious goal achieved in reality by the help of a life coach. So, life coaches can literally pick patterns which are blocking your success in your behavior, in your mind. And with that, what they do is we have scientific. So I'm a trained life coach. So I have a lot of scientifically backed. This is not, we are not talking in the air or something like that. We have scientifically proven, tools and techniques which shifts the pattern, shifts the behavior of a person. With that, they achieve their dreams and goals and desires pretty much faster in their life. So that is essentially what a life coach does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds exciting because like a lot of people need that just that little nudge, right? That little push, and it really like just completely changes their entire reality. So I feel like the kind of work that life coaches do is so amazing because you really get to make a big difference in a lot of people's lives. So tell me, Pallavi, I'm assuming it must be really fulfilling doing this, right? Like as a career.
Yes, it is. I mean, I wake up with messages like, Pallavi, you just changed my life. Sorry, it might sound like boasting, but I'm not. This is a reality. So I wake up with such messages. I go to sleep with such messages. And this is what fulfills me like nothing else.
Yeah.
No money can match this, and on top of it, when you can earn money doing this full time, like I went crazy when I found out this industry. I was like, what? Like, is this possible or is this for real? And it's been 4 years for me, 2 years of side hustling, 2 years of full time being into this industry. I'm still not like bored with it or still not over it. Every single day I wake up enthusiastically to serve people, to see what can it, what new miracle can this do again,
Yeah.
right? So that's how it is. So
Yeah, that's amazing. That sounds so fun. Pallavi, you actually started with a very traditional career. You had a full-time job in IT.
Right.
So you started with that and then you transitioned to this. So tell me a little bit about how did this even happen? Because like I don't think most IT people are thinking about, turning themselves into a coach, like in a completely different field, which has nothing to do with what they do. So how did this transition happen for you?
So, I was at a very high paying IT job. I was doing it like for 12 good years. So everything was good. I used to love the work, right? The only thing that I hated was the work culture because I was in IT. I was also getting treated like a computer or something, so snatching away the work credits and those things were kind of annoying to me, But the whole turning point came when one fine day, one of my manager literally walks up to my desk, asked me for a last minute planned team lunch. That too, when there is a project deadline, right on that day. So I politely denied that because, of course, I want to meet the project deadline, but I'm not sure what went wrong. His ego got hurt or something. He started yelling at me in front of 60 to 100 people on a pin drop silent IT floor. That kind of, I couldn't handle that. I went to into a year-long mental trauma after that because a lot of my childhood trauma also got evoked with that. This is somewhere around 2019.
Yeah.
So after this, I was like, why am I here? What am I doing here? And I started questioning all of those things. I went into a shell where I wouldn't meet any of my friends. And thankfully, COVID happened just right within few months this happening. So I was like, wow, I'm kind of saved. I don't have to meet people. You won't believe I used to visit shops, and if few people are surrounding me, I used to feel like, oh my God, just let me go out. I
My
was at
God.
that bad of
Yeah.
a mental
Yeah.
state because of this. So that was where I like this is not even the worst I can explain. The worst part was the very next day I had to go back to the same job, same manager, work with the same people who were literally surrounding me, looking at me like I felt humiliated in that environment. But I had to continue because my maternal family was dependent on my income. And that is where I felt that God, I need something, which I can do apart from IT. Because when I was in IT, I was very proud of my job because my parents had this. I'm from a lower middle class family. So the biggest dream, that we had was being a central school teacher. So
Hmm.
I'm a nursery teacher's trainer, like
Yeah.
certified teacher's trainer and all of that as well, B.Ed and all I was planning. But thankfully, I came on the other side. I did IT and all of that. I was very proud of it. I was earning, which nobody in my family ever imagined. Nobody is earning. So I was very happy. But then, that all was at the cost of maybe my self-respect,
Yeah.
like, there was this hollow inside me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ditch that. It was already 12 years, like 10 years back then. After that I started searching, and somewhere around 2020 August is when I joined HPA. And I did the foundation. I was at minus when I came to HPA. I had no clue what digital world looks like, what people do, why people are creating YouTube videos. So I felt like people are creating YouTube videos because they have something to share. This is like a charity thing
Yeah.
that is going on, that people
Yeah.
really, but I had no clue that there are businesses and all. In fact,
Yeah.
when I did foundation module, I was scared. Oh my God, what I have got myself into. Because I thought now I have to think what business. So I had
Yeah.
no idea. But then, thankfully, I came with just one intention to become a YouTuber. Travel vlogger is what
Yeah.
I felt like, yay, this is my thing. I
Yeah.
found that from foundation module. However, I went to Sri Lanka, shot 8 videos, hated the whole process, and
Yeah.
it's gone. It's
Yeah.
gone to task. I don't know what to do next.
Yeah.
So from there, I just started on Instagram where I thought whatever I know. So I'm also a Buddhism practitioner. So that it's been 15 years. That time it was somewhere around 12 years. So I started sharing my Buddhism learnings. How did I overcome certain challenges in my life and all of that on
Yeah.
Instagram. purely help. And from there, I started calling myself a holistic lifestyle like page. My page was called like that. So a couple of life coaches joined my page. They
Yeah.
were kind of poking me that
Yeah.
why are you calling yourself this? Call
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like, who is a life coach? I had no
Mm.
clue. So
Mm.
I was like very skeptical. Why should I call this? I'm happy with this. So I was sticking around with that. However, this kept on happening continuously for a month. That is when I decided that, okay, let me try it. What is there? I'll edit it later. So I
Yeah.
just called myself a life coach.
Yeah.
And after that, I did a research. And that was my whole turning point in my
Yeah.
life that
Mm.
literally found love of my life for
Yeah.
my entire life.
Yeah.
So that's how the whole
Yeah,
story,
that is,
unfolded.
but it's amazing because when somebody hears this story, the first thing that pops out is this extremely negative incident that happened that put you in a shell. But there was light at the end of the tunnel. You probably
Yeah,
that happened because it was eventually leading you to this amazing life that you've now created for yourself. So I love how you took that as an opportunity to explore something else and not of course there are bad feelings and of course you went into your shell and we are humans and that's never going to change, but
right.
sometimes these instances really push us in the direction that is probably meant for us this whole time.
Mm.
So I'm glad that you found what is now, according in your own words, like your what you were born to do, right? So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
yeah.
so glad that you found that. So Pallavi, tell me, for somebody who wants to get started as a life coach, what's like a general roadmap for them to follow?
Right. So I always say that, here all you need is a compassionate heart, right? So if you have a compassionate heart, there is no as such rule, that you will have to have this psychology background or you have to have this number of years of experience or something like that. It is pretty cool here, pretty chill, no entry barrier or something. It's you can even build a zero cost business right now because of zero cost marketing, Instagram and YouTube channels, etc. Uh, but if you want to scale it to a, faster pace, if you want to, really help to people who are suffering with deep, causes or
Right,
traumas or, they have very old beliefs, patterns, that is when a certification will help. Right. So for me, because I was at a high paying IT job, I started with 500. I started charging 500 per hour. That is how I started. However, I have shared a lot of times in HBA portal as well that, in maybe 3 months, I started earning 50,000 a month. After that, in a month, I started earning 1 lakh per month, so all of that has happened. However, I will say here, if you want to, I was earning more than that in my IT, right? So I needed something to start charging higher, give faster results, and polish the entire thing because I felt people always wanted that fast. Why is it so slow? Why is it so slow? So without certification, I felt I was kind of a little slow in producing results in
right,
people like bringing the transformation. With certification, because I had scientifically backed tools, so I'm a Jack and Field certified life coach, and he has all these scientifically research backed tools which kind of speed up the entire process.
right,
So when I
right.
got that, of course, I had to do a lot of mind shift as well for
Mm.
charging higher or something like that. So that is where, so plain simple, if you are just exploring, you can just get started, help a couple of people. I did the same, you know but if you are very sure that you are loving this, you want to be in this, I would suggest, to start a certification so that everything is so polished, structured, everything,
Yeah,
this problem, this is what you have to do.
correct,
Also,
correct.
right, you'll be able to recreate
Yeah,
the, results. So
correct.
that is what is the easiest way,
Right. Right.
yeah,
So these certifications, can anybody sign up for them? Is there an eligibility requirement and how
or
expensive are they?
right. So I will say that obviously here the money comes into picture. I will say of course, the money comes into picture. Here the courses are slightly expensive. It is not, very, very cheap programs. However, you will find cheaper programs as well. However, it depends on what kind of hand holding, because it is
Yeah,
not just about giving some information when you go for a
right.
certification, but your entire transformation. So when that happens, you know, you need a person, sitting with you like one on one,
Yeah,
understanding, because it's not like, learning some skill. It
correct.
is actually changing your entire life, right?
Yes,
Your patterns, your behavior. So, programs are slightly costlier. I would say it is not available in 5, 10,000.
yes.
However, the kind of, because it is also a high paying industry, right? So, somewhere I felt like, what I paid in those certifications, now I charge per client
Yeah,
that kind of an amount.
amazing.
So, it is
Right,
very, very rewarding. And I
correct.
don't regret spending even a penny, in this
Yeah, that's
learning process.
awesome. Yeah, as long as you get the ROI on your investment, like why not, right? That's why
Yeah.
we spend so much money on our college education and so many other things. So like why not something which actually feels like an area of interest? So,
Right.
Pallavi, tell me, who do you think should aim to even consider exploring the industry of life coaching? Like, what kind of people can consider becoming a life coach?
Only one criteria is there. Although, when people come to me, I take a full interview to understand, that are they the right fit? Will they be enjoying being in this industry or not?
Right.
However, the only criteria is they should have a compassionate heart.
Yeah.
That's it. They should be willing to help people, because all you will be doing here is listening to people, identifying their patterns, giving them the tools, and being patient, helping them in that journey. That's all. So I also have a test, kind of I call it suitability test. So in that also I have a couple of things, but essentially everything revolves around, if you're compassionate, ultimately every other thing will fall into place. So
Got it.
that's
Got it. Understood. Yeah. So that's awesome. I mean, there are so many people who are in a way kind of, you know, the people, the ultimate people in their families for to whom everyone reaches out anyway. Like if I have a problem, I have this sister in my family who, like, I know every single person always calls her and be like, oh, this is happening, can you help me? And she's always very happy to help as well. So I feel like for people who are already doing things like this, why not turn that into a career? And it could be rewarding, well paying, and it could
it.
it and you can find so much joy out of doing something that you're anyway already doing. So yeah, I think that's a great starting point. Awesome. So Pallavi, now that you've been doing this for a while, and you're not just a life coach but also a trainer, what kind of income are you able to earn? Because you've also quit a high-paying job, and this is now your full-time thing. So are you able to replace that salary? Are you able to make more? How is all of that working for you?
Yeah. So I'll say, before my certification, I was kind of, it was a patchy road. Some months I will earn in lakhs, some months maybe it will fall to a zero. Of course, there is a graph, learning graph, and all of that. So, right now, if you ask me right now, because it's been 4 years, I have been consistently working towards it and all of that. So, right now, even if I am not working, this is what has been happening for last 3 months. It was so hot and everything in Delhi. So, I was kind of taking it slow. Even if I'm not really working actively on it or something, it is still more than what I was earning in my high paying IT job. So, somewhere around, you can say easily, it crosses 2 lakhs, per month,
Wow.
right?
Wow, that's
And,
amazing.
of course, if I put in effort, if there is a launch, if there is anything extra that I'm doing, in the month of December, I have crossed, 12 lakhs,
Oh,
in a month.
wow. In a single
So
month?
in a single month.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's like annual corporate salary for so many people. So that's amazing. Yeah, that's so cool. I'm so proud of you, Pallavi. It really makes me happy that you've been able to yes, build a good life for yourself where you now do work that you enjoy. B, you are earning very well, and C, you are also impacting other people. That right, helping other people. So I feel like it's like just this perfect little career that you've created for yourself where there's joy, happiness, money, everything. I mean, what else can a person ask for in life, honestly?
Right. But
Yeah.
it all started with HPA. I would like to say that, coming from a lower middle class family, I never thought I'll be able to, live this life where I'm doing what I love. I'm planning my vacation. I'm just back from a workation. Thanks for all the inspiration from your YouTube, Instagram, everywhere.
So happy for you.
So that all is coming into my life. I'm living with my two dogs, living at an apartment, which is, I never thought, I'm going to be here. And so I'm living a dream life, which I never thought that I will be. So, of course, also I would like to say when I came to HP, I was almost dead inside because of these thoughts that even after so much happening, my mental health is, gone for a toss. I'm not able to quit a job. So when I entered HPA, I had least expectation. That was the first year, I think, when you launched. I'm amongst your first few, people who joined. So from there, I started thinking big. I started dreaming again. In fact, HPA community, yeah. So HPA community is, I would like to specifically mention because even if I'm stuck today, I need something, I need some information. In fact, I need some hirings, So from getting clients from HPA, now I'm on the other side. Like, oh my God, it is a pinch me moment for me. I'm literally losing words to explain that how much happy, fulfilled I am inside. And it all started, because of you, because of the HPA community, because you showed me that this is possible. Why are you not even trying? Right. So I was very skeptical before. So I didn't knew you before HPA. I have never seen your YouTube or something. I directly joined HPA. I saw one video of yours and I was like, this is something very exciting. I had no clue of what a side hustle. I had no clue of
Yeah.
that. Right. So I entered and then entire thing changed and HPA community brought back life in me. So that is what I can say.
That's
And
so
that's
sweet
true.
to hear. Thank you. And I'm so glad that we've been able to play a small part in this amazing journey that you've had. So thank you for giving us the opportunity to make that happen for you. And now that the impact that that you are creating by helping many more people, I feel like the impact is just compounding every day with
Yeah.
us, with you, and everything. And I think that's just like the perfect kind of thing that we can all hope to have in our lives. So thank you for doing that. Pallavi, one last question. Thank you, first of all, for being so generous and sharing real information with people who are interested in starting a life coaching career, because I think this could be an amazing area for a lot of people. And that's why I specifically wanted to invite you for this session and get real insights from someone who is doing it firsthand. So thank you for being generous and sharing everything. Pallavi, one quick last note for anybody who's thinking of joining HPA. Do you have a message for them?
Yes, I get a lot of DMs, because Hustlepost follows me probably from there. So a lot of people come to me. There is one big question that is there in everybody's mind, and I want to kill that question today. So first of all, joining HPA is a no-brainer. If you remember, Saloni, we used to ask you, to raise the prices because, we ourselves have started charging more than HPA and all of that. Remember, we used to say that.
I
But
remember.
HBA is still super low cost, for the kind of, not because of the information or 13, 14 courses or how much ever it is. It is because of the kind of support that is being provided. It's not a course, it is not at all a course. It is, in a right way, you can say it is a mentorship. It is where people will not leave you. You know, Saloni is there, entire HPA team is there. I get replies like in no time. Whenever I have asked through email as well. Like forget about coming to a call and getting answered of answers of some questions. But also there is community. I look up to you, Saloni. Honestly, I want to set up something like this. I'm here in HPA also because every year you surprise me, bringing something new. And what is this also an addition to the course already, which we are saying that please raise the prices? I'm sorry, guys, if this is going to impact the prices, but
No, HPA is going to
but
remain affordable.
So I want to say this first, and then I want to kill that question that I always get this question that um, I'm just skeptical if I will get the results. Okay. So I want to say result is always in your hands. I don't know why people, in fact, I don't blame them. Even I was there. some point, slowly I've come here. But result is always in your hand. you know just look for in a course whether it has the support, whether it has the kind of things that you need, whether you have people around to help you out when you are stuck, and all of that plus more is available in HP already. So it's in your hands, so you don't have to worry about the result, right?
Thank
So
you so much. Thank you. Pallavi, I'm truly honored. Thank you for saying all of this. It makes me so happy. And honestly, like, I think one of the biggest achievements of HPA community is that we've had alumni like you who are so generous with coming back and giving back to the community. So, my biggest achievement, I think, with HPA is that I've had amazing people come and go from the academy, and some people like you who've chosen to remain with us for years together now. And you've worked with us as a student, you've been with us as a recruiter, you've been with us as a guide for some of our beginner students. You've done so much for our community, so thank you so much, Pallavi. I'm truly honored. Guys, for anyone who's watching, Pallavi's social media handles will all be linked below, so make sure that you check out her content. She creates amazing content. You must give her a follow. I'm sure you will learn a lot from her journey. And of course, if you are looking to learn more about life coaching, I'm sure Pallavi will be happy to answer some of your questions. Feel free to reach out to her. And thank you, Pallavi. Thank you so much for your time. I'm so glad that you decided to do this. I know you're busy, but you still took out time, so it means a lot.
I'm not busy for this, which the community which has got me here, I'll never be busy for, this community. For you, you ask me anytime, I'll be there. And I'm sure anybody who's ready to take action, ready to take a little action, rest everything is taken care already in HPA. So just jump on, don't think twice, and you will be surprised what kind of a different world, HPA gets you to. So yeah, with that, thank you so much. It
Thank
is a
you.
pleasure, 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 you know, being able to contribute in whatever for HPA. And, it's truly my pleasure. I was so excited for this interview that I couldn't sleep last night.
That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pallavi. Honestly, I'm like honored. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you, everyone.